Welcome back to The Five. The IRS scandal will be back in the spotlight next week in Washington. 3 big hearings in the House on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We'll have it all covered for you right here on The Five, so don't miss a beat or a day. We've been telling you that it's been hard to get any answers, much less straight answers, from the people at the center of the scandal. Hopefully that changes next week, but we are not optimistic. The good news is that some politicians are following our lead and doing their job. Like Mitch McConnell, check out a part of his latest ad.
I will not answer any questions or testify about the subject matter of this committee's meeting.
Didn't know at that time.
I'm not aware of that.
I don't know. I have no memory of anyone doing that.
I didn't know that.
I'm not personally responsible.
Do you believe it is illegal?
I don't believe it is.
Well, when the president does it, that means that it is not illegal.
What does the president believe? Does the president believe that would be illegal?
The law here, the law is irrelevant.
We're going to punish our enemies, and we're going to reward our friends.
I tell you what.
That explains my audit.
That was if I could say something, for a guy who's obviously in political trouble, Mitch McConnell, that is one of the more cheapest ads I've ever seen. Bringing Richard Nixon into an ad the year before an election day, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're minority leader of the United States Senate. You're not minority leader of the Kentucky Senate.
You think Mitch McConnell's in trouble?
I do think he's in trouble.
Campaign-wise? There's not even a candidate.
He's in trouble just being Mitch McConnell. But, I mean, he's going to have – look, you can't to politicize this thing before you have the hearings and to go on the air with that kind of ad, that's a muckraking, disgraceful, disgusting ad, and it's typical of a guy from a bourbon state.
But you would have done the same thing.
I would not have done that. In my worst day, I wouldn't have done that.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You know what, Bob?
You bragged about things worse than that.
Bob, sometimes I feel like when you wake up from a nap, you're a little cranky.
Never mind. Do you think that's helpful in this discussion, having that kind of crap on the air?
I don't think it matters, and it would have happened. I think that actually the politics of it is very serious. I think no matter what, the hearings are going to take a long time to get out, and their PR problem is even possibly much larger even than their Hill problem. One of the things that happened that we found out is that one of the groups that was targeted, they said, well, the IRS said you can get your status, 501c4 status, but you have to promise that you would never, ever protest a Planned Parenthood site. Mm-hmm. Well, so the bureaucracy, no one thinks that's a weird thing to ask. Like, they're just okay with asking that kind of thing?
It's not okay. So here's the problem. The IRS has absolutely no credibility, I think, at this point. And so the proponents of it that say, let's do a flat tax, let's do away IRS, this is their strongest moment in time to do so, because you want these people that are targeting Americans for exercising their constitutional right to practice whatever political belief groups that they want, and you're going to have them take over Obamacare and then decide to
have you noticed how many right-wing contributors are coming out saying they were audited? Have you noticed that?
Well, I was audited.
How many right-wing contributors are out there saying, oh, I was audited, I want to have my... What?
We got a knock on the door by 2 IRS agents. Who in the world gets a personal knock on the door by an IRS agent?
You're an exception to the rule, man.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Look, I have it hard to believe that all of a sudden I'm seeing all these groups coming out. It was bad. It was wrong. The questions were wrong. They shouldn't have been asked.
There's no
but all of a sudden now to make it into politicized like that and say that you're getting audited because you're a right-wing contributor.
All right, but it was already politicized by the IRS. The IRS is now the political attack machine arm of the Obama administration. You know what the IRS is? If you look at their targets, they're the same targets as anybody on the far left would choose. Essentially, the IRS has become MSNBC with authority. It's the Huffington Post with the search warrant. It's Sandra Fluck with subpoena powers. Every target that they choose is a target that is disliked. The IRS, in a way, is over. It's over because people, they can't no longer. It's kind of back to your point, Bob. The people that really have to worry are the left, because they're going to have to balance out their assaults.
Here's why they don't have to, Greg. The issue with the Tea Party, the IRS went after the Tea Party over 501c4 status, C4 status.
Yes.
On the right is the Tea Party. On the left, Move On Action Civic Committee, Media Matters, Progressives United. They didn't target them. They only went for the righties. Here's the problem though. So now the left is trying to say, oh, well, you know, we should close all those loopholes anyway. They didn't go after 501c4 5. You know what 501c5 is? Yes. Labor unions. They didn't touch that because that's all, and they all get that exemption. So they avoided that one completely.
Do you not think that these C4s on the right were doing political action that they should not have been doing?
I don't know if they are or not. It doesn't matter if they were or not. But the left,
you're getting a tax exemption to give to these guys who go out and attack President Obama in election.
Bob, but you're missing the point. It's so blatantly discriminatory on its face because they are targeting a specific group or specific ideology and
within the same group,
within the same kind of category, but saying if you believe and you're a conservative, you're Tea Party, or this and that, you're going to get the scrutiny. On the left, you get a pass.
And
that's the problem.
I'll take a lead from President Obama. He's the one who went to the East Room and said he was outraged. He's the one who said he read the report and he couldn't believe that this was happening, that the First Amendment rights are First Amendment rights and that everyone should be afforded them. So I'm just going to follow President Obama's lead and say that this was outrageous.
What's he going to do about it?
You want to close the 501c status loopholes? Close them all, including the C5, because the C5 is where the labor unions get their break.
Brief trip back to Mitch McConnell?
No. I mean, go ahead, but...
He puts up the same Richard Nixon that went and had his IRS investigate my group back in 1973. Now, if you're going to say that, he didn't say that. He just put Richard Nixon up there. Clearly, who was a disgraceful, disruptive, corruptive president, and you're making the equation with him and Eric Holder?
Yeah, but he's not the first.
FBI?
No, it was him and Barack Obama.
Right. Real quick, I think it's only a matter of time before they start getting smart and offering some kind of limited use immunity and people start talking, like Lois Lerner and others, because they're not going to take a fall for this. At a certain point, they have to calculate how this is going to affect them, their credibility, their future, and it just ain't worth it. Start yapping.
That's happening in another scandal, too, in the Benghazi piece.
Correct.
But let's please not stop investigating these groups that were using that for political purposes.
All right.
Yeah.
Please.
That's funny.
Please.
501c5. All right, coming up.